Sir, good morning. Welcome back to the channel. I hope you are having a fantastic day. We are this close to putting the body back on the chassis of the Samurai. We've got some stuff we got to finish up. We have some parts that just came in. We're going to hammer away and get it done. So let's get started. All right, in this episode, we're gonna button up the chassis. Got our exhaust on. Got to put some clamps on. We got to do some work to the front suspension. Go over that in a minute. We need to fab up a bracket for our ignition. Got to cut this out, drill some holes. We'll go over that later. We got to change a fitting on our fuel cell. But overall, it's coming along pretty good. I'm pretty happy. I had to do brake lines myself because somebody ignored my phone calls this weekend. I'm not going to mention any names. I love when that happens. She's coming along pretty good. Very happy. Made a bracket. Made a hanger for our muffler. Put another hanger there for our pipe. This is going to come apart, obviously, to get the exhaust out. Our catalytic converter came in, which is good. We're going to end up putting an O2 sensor in here. We got a bung for it right here. This can rotate like so. One thing I forgot to go over, you got to remove the exhaust manifold to replace the bolts on the upper control arms. Let me show you that in just a second. I'll slide this right out. Go. I opted to go with some header tape down here, obviously because it's close to the brake lines and we don't want any issues. I'm gonna pull off. I need to replace these bolts right here. I don't have enough thread sticking out when I go to get a wheel alignment, in case I gotta put shims back in here. All right, there it is mounted, nice and clean. Everything's hidden. Here's our trigger wires for ignition coil. I'm going to shorten this up, just didn't do it yet, and we're going to give it a try. I'm running a ballast resistor, drop the voltage down. I believe that's one of the issues that people are having, is the voltage is too high. So I'm going to fire it up and see how it works. All right, a little bit of an update. Had to change the ignition coil back to the original setup because I'm having issues with, using that makeshift, whatever you want to call it, ignition on my distributor. It's just not working. So I'm not wasting any more time with that. So we're fixing to mount the body onto the chassis. Woohoo! Just want to go over a few things. Obviously, you've seen my exhaust brackets, mounted them up. Everything's nice and sturdy. Our elbow is nice and sturdy and tight. Nothing vibrates. Same thing with our exhaust pipe. I welded a little bung on, drilled and tapped into the side of the chassis. Nicey nice. I went and picked up a shit ton of hoses to makeshift to go to the radiator. Everything on the frame is basically done as far as I can't really do anything else. So let's not waste any more time and get this thing mated to the body. What do you say? Check this out. This is funny. Ready? Oh, Lord. Jeez Louise. Minga. Talk about close. Why is it so damn close? I'm going to have to advance the distributor a little bit, rotate it, get this diaphragm off the radiator. But it closes. I don't know how much clearance I've got from, I'd have to crawl my head up underneath there with the tires off of it, but that's pretty damn cool. 10 pounds of shit in a 5-pound bag, boy. Interesting. Very interesting. Probably gonna need to, good Lord. Yeah, well, my fan's not gonna work. I have a 14 inch spall. One of them 2 dabbers is not gonna work. I'm gonna need to I gotta measure this, and I'm probably gonna need to put the fan on the backside. I've got absolutely no room right in here, so that's not happening. And my lower radiator hose, that's gonna be interesting. Connecting the lower to the lower neck. Well, is what it is. I should have probably moved the engine back some more, but it's all good now. It would have given me some real estate up here if I'd have done that, if I'd have moved the engine back another 2 inches. Batteries just do not last long in this thing. I just need a little more. Had to grind out of this. Story of our life. Stick that right there. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Very nice. Very nice. Man, I'm sweating. My battery's fixing to die, so I'm gonna call it. Now I'm gonna call it for today, and I'll mess with this tomorrow. I'll figure something out. I'm gonna see how much room I have here too for my air cleaner. Maybe I could split. I doubt it's gonna work. Split this filter in half, but we'll see. Anyway, have a good day. Catch you tomorrow. Got some brackets welded up for the radiator. That shit came out nice. I ran out of bolts, so short one as always. Just enough clearance. Fortunately, the Toyota cap lines up with the old Samurai cap, so I got clearance there. Another issue we're gonna run into that I'm gonna have to fix is the proportioning valve. I'm gonna need to curl it underneath the master cylinder, which isn't a big deal. But I just got to bend up some new lines, make a new bracket, and mount it so it's laying outside. So, or I could flip the proportioning valve to the other side and then just bend up some new lines. So we'll see how that goes. But overall, it's coming out. This one is going to be the hardest one to get to work. Probably going to have this cut off and weld it up on an angle or some sort, or I don't know. I know that that's not going to be easy. There's no way I'm going to get a hose to do this and go like this. It's just not going to happen. Maybe, but I don't think so. So currently we've got Starlink in our house because of us living in a rural area out here in Florida. So we've been having a lot of issues with it when everyone's streaming videos, watching stuff on the TV. We just can't work. So fortunately now we're going to try Spectrum. I don't think it's going to be any different, but I think Spectrum is using or bought out AT&T's lines for the areas, or they're leasing them or something, because nobody put new lines in our development. But whatever, we'll see how that goes. And he's coming today. That's going to throw a wrench in the gears. It's going to stop me from getting more stuff done that I need to get done, because I got a laundry list of shit that I got to get finished. But one step at a time, one part at a time. Just keep on keeping on. All right, working on the brakes. I had to bend up a new line, no big deal. I spun the proportioning valve to the opposite side, had to rebend the bracket, and life is good. Our wheels bottomed out and we got no issues, nothing's hitting. So we're gonna move forward, bend up another line from here, come around and go into the backside. Call it good. Hell yeah. Oh, and shortened up our clutch line. So this will go right in here like so. Looking good. Looking good. I want to show you all how I did this. I got to trim it down a little bit more, but this was pretty easy to do. Use the grinder, the cutoff wheel, and it just cut it right through. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get some right stuff, it's called. Lay a nice thick bead all the way around inside of here. Take this cover, stick it on top. That'll bite into the paper material and we should be good to go. You can see it's a little cockeyed right now. I just got to trim some up. No big deal. Update. We're getting closer. Got a bunch of brake lines completed. All the ends are flared. Working on coolant hoses. I got my lower hose figured out. Just want to show you what I had to do. And I'm sticking to my guns. Here we go. All right, so I ended up having to nip off the end, which is right here. Use a Sawzall. I trimmed this hose up quite a bit. I'm gonna heat this up now to stretch it. It fits snugly, and I mean super snugly, over the water pump. Actually, that's not the water pump, that's the timing cover housing. So I'm just gonna warm this up a little bit. This is coming underneath like so. I've got to trim that up yet. And she's gonna go pretty much like this right here. I don't know if you can see it. So highly doubt, of all the highest of highly doubts, that I would have an issue with this hose blowing off. Highly doubt it. For one, you would have to have an insane amount of pressure built up in your system. So you would probably blow off your radiator cap. It'd be, leaking antifreeze everywhere before this hose even thought of coming off. So hopefully this takes a little shape. We got our, while that's cooling off, we got our master plumbed up nicey nice. Very happy how that came out. We're super close, and I mean super close from having this thing completely together. We're gonna trim the bottom side of this. Take a hose, mate these two together, clamp it up. This is essentially what the hose has to look like. The lower radiator hose. So I'll be back in a minute. Let me trim this hose up again. Well, fellas, I think I got the hose to possibly fit. I just gotta get it over this filler neck. Come on, so close. Oh yeah. Wow. Unbelievable. And I actually thought I was gonna need to call my buddy up and have him TIG weld a filler neck on here. I can't believe it. That's lucky. Very lucky. Another huge milestone accomplished with this truck. Very happy. Come on. Another huge milestone. I was really worried about this, to be honest with you, if it was going to work or not. That is awesome. There's no kinks in it. Thought I grabbed another clamp. Guess not. Wow. Sir, that's going to do it for this video. I got to call it quits. Long day, got a lot of progress. Super excited. Next video, this will be together, and hopefully we'll be taking it for a ride. That's the plan, and I'm sticking to it. Listen, if you like the content that you're seeing, comment down below. If you do not like the content that you're seeing, comment down below. Why? Because without you, these videos are not possible. That is true and accurate information. I'm going to pull the ripcord. That's going to do it for this video. We'll see you on the next one. Have a fantastic day. Woo! Take care.